Morning Year 5, and your grammar task today is to add the correct prefixes to some of the words in this text here. And you'll be able to drag the words and attach them on. Remember, prefixes go at the start of the root word and they change the meaning of it. So if I was to read this here, George's mum was trustful of his internet use. She approved of the videos he watched. She made him wind so that she could view what he had watched. Well, actually, I'm not sure she is trustful and approving if you look at the faces of the characters here. And also, you might get confused by that word there. She made him wind so that she could view what he had watched. Well, to wind on is a bit of an old phrase now, to fast forward. So, my golden rule with grammar: if it doesn't sound right, it probably isn't right. So George's mum was trustful. So if I put the prefix there, distrustful. George's mum was distrustful. Does that sound right? Is that a word you know? No. So it probably isn't right. Pick a different prefix. So your task today is closer reading, and it tells you to look more closely at the opening of the story. Reread the opening, thinking about the words chosen by the writer. What words has the writer used to try and show what Jack and Sarah are like? I've highlighted words that show what Jack is like here. So we've got Jack stretched out on the tired couch with an amused smile, turning the page of his favourite novel. Okay? And then we've had a go at then taking the evidence and explaining it in our answer here. The word stretched makes me think that Jack is lying down and very relaxed. He is reading one of his favourite novels or books, which I think he has read many times. In addition, he appears to be happy and content because he has an amused smile. Well, you've got the task of doing the same, but with Sarah. Outside, the evening was cold and wet. A squally wind howled, rattling the roof tiles and shaking the window frames of 30 Wager Road. Inside, shabby curtains were drawn, a humble fire crackled, and a couple sat in silence. Jack stretched out on the tired couch with an amused smile, turning the page of his favourite novel. Sarah scowled, silently seething. She scanned the room, noticing the worn-out furniture, peeling paint, and, in her opinion, a pointless, idle husband. She deserved so much more than this. So you need to highlight the words and particularly focus on the actions of Sarah there. It's show, not tell, isn't it? Show me what those actions, what do they show what Sarah is like? Is she relaxed? Is she happy and content? Okay? So pick out those words and phrases and show us what they tell us about Sarah as a character. And then think here. This is a challenge here. What mood has been created in the opening? And how has it been created? Is there a difference between the inside and outside? Well, what is the outside like? Hunt for those words and phrases. What's it like outside the house in comparison to inside the house? I'm going to give no more away than that. Best of luck.